Okay. And then, so this is what we're gonna learn first.
I think I made it better. Yeah.
Okay. And then we're gonna complete this set. So we're gonna learn this design and another one. And then this is by I think Mary Nails. I was seeing it online, the girls. So we're gonna learn this today too, using moonlight effect. So first, let's because I just posted this morning, so I want to go over this first, the wood effect.
Hello, everybody.
Okay.
Oh, you look awful cute. Hold on. We gotta get you all together.
I need a
Wait.
now hold it. Okay. So let me go over some wood effect first. All right. So we're gonna paint it white first for the wood. I'm just gonna recap on this.
Before you start, you should post your one thing on the pin thing.
The website, yes.
Yeah.
www.tnovo.shopping. All right. So I'm gonna paint it now with white polish. So I'm using white gel for this. Painted everything white. All right, now we're gonna cure it for 60 seconds. And then after we cure this, we just apply brown ink directly on this. So this is a brown ink that we're using. So I'm gonna shake it really well.
Oh, who's next, Nels? She missed
Hi, who next, Nels? Aww.
Meetings in.
Thank you. Next chapter, Nels. Okay. So I'm gonna shake it up really well. See, it's brown ink. This brown art ink that you can buy at Tnovo.shop. And if you don't have art ink, you can take like alcohol ink if it's strong enough to do the wood grain. We're gonna open this, and this nail tip right here, we're gonna apply it directly on it. And overlapping it slowly. You don't have to be in a hurry for this. Just go from top to bottom. Repeat it as much time as you like, and you do want to look for contrast. So you don't want everything to be like the same tone. You want some area to be darker than the other areas to show contrast. And if you go really slow like this, you can actually make different wood grain on it. See the grain, see the vein.
Your hair keeps getting in the way.
But I set it higher so I can, I don't have to, I can look really close to it.
So we're trying a couple different angles, and
yes,
you know, we'll figure it out. What we do, we sit around all day long loving each other, and then
just try to figure out
the camera angles.
Angles. See that's a wood grain, and that's easy at that. You don't have to do much to it. You can add more to it. Like you can take, let me add a little black to this.
What color is the base?
The color is white. white polish.
Honey, they said you got great hair. Should we show Tina?
Great hair.
Great hair. Should we show them Tina?
Yes, yes.
We keep Tina in a box.
You can show Tina if you want.
Okay, we're gonna surprise.
Okay, now you're taking a black gel polish. There's nothing special, just a black gel polish. I'm taking out a palette and I'm distributing just a little bit of black gel. You don't need much. See, just a little bit. Now, the brush that I'm using to add a little character to this is a 10mm brush.
See what I was thinking? We should make a foxtail out of this.
It's very, very thin lines. You don't want it to be thick at all. See that? Very thin. And you can play around. You can add like a few stripes near the darkest area. You can even like maybe make like an eye. This. Basically like an oval shape.
Do you matte polish after the white?
No. It's clear gel, nothing on it. I just apply brown ink directly on it. You do need that sticky layers. It will help with the effect a lot because matte is too smooth. When it absorbs, it's too smooth. And then shine, it could work too, but the sticky layer is always the best. See, and this step is optional because you can stop the moment you finish with the brown ink. You can just stop. But I choose to pick up black gel polish and add a little detail to it. Of course, you can jot extras when you are doing this.
Okay.
This is a little extra
Here's a
step.
question I kind of don't understand.
Here
It
this.
says, I'm a beginner. How much should my squeeze-in fee be? I'm so tempted to say 50.
Squeeze in. You mean like extra details?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, like if you do like if a design you charge like let's say you charge $15 for a design. If you add a little more detail, it could be $20. Just add in a little detail for them to make it better.
He used ink for the
Yes, this art ink.
cover white.
Art ink is very close to calligraphy ink. It's very strong. This is why we have black, white, and brown. So now I'm gonna put matte top coat on this. So that is just a little recap on the wood effect. Now we're gonna move on to the ruby drips for Halloween. Okay, I'm gonna cure this. So this is what we're gonna learn next.
Hey, Candy Color.
So I did a mercury drip a few days ago. Now I want to do a ruby drip like blood for Halloween.
Shall we show them Tina?
Yes.
They didn't even want
Oh, you put it in the box?
Oh,
You put
yeah.
Tina in it. So this is Tina. Tina is my old hair that I used to have hair like this, long like this. But I cut it, but I keep it. So this is Tina. I named it because mine is Tina, so I named this Tina. And sometimes I take Tina out and I just pet it. See that?
That would make a beautiful fox's tail.
Yes. So that is Tina.
Mhm.
Sometimes Dustin pet Tina too.
Absolutely.
That's so cute. You put Tina in a box.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is a wood effect. Now we're gonna move on to a nude nails. Okay, first I want to shine it. Okay, it's a no white top coat, so you can substitute it with your no white top coat, and you put a coat over your nude so you can buff it later. Because we're dealing with chrome and we dealing with partial chrome, so we have to have a buff background for this. Here it is. Okay, 60 seconds for curing. See, it's a gel that I'm using. Now I'm gonna buff it. Every time I'm here learning something personal about you. There's a lot of personal things about me. Okay, so after that, this one I'm gonna use in Tammy Taylor buffer. And I believe it's 240 grit. It's just very fine and smooth, but not like unable to file. It's filed really good. It buffer really good. I always use this buffer. I have to use this buffer for like 13 years.
Well, not that same one, but
Right. I'm using the same kind of buffer.
same guy.
Okay. I'm gonna buff it now.
Some kind of background buffing music.
Like an elevator music.
Yeah, like, I don't know about the music. You got chainsaws.
Okay.
You're adorable. Yeah, that's a hot color on you.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wear it just for the audience. Okay. So now I have a complete buff now. Now I'm ready to do my chrome design.
Hey, Guadalupe, French West Indies loves this.
Hi. Okay, that's this. Now the ingredient that I will be using for this chrome design. See this chrome? I first started with a layer of metal effect gel. This is a gel that I'm gonna be using, and I'm not gonna put it thick. It's not used for technique. Metal effect is used for drawing. This will be my base. So metal effect, and I use black metal effect gel. See the word metal effect? It's meant to you to make chrome. Okay, now I'm using a 10 millimeters. Okay. I'm gonna draw some strip now. So I'm starting right here. I'm making a little curve.
Do you have that red available?
Yes, I do. Okay, I'm making one curve down. Okay. Now, for me to curve up,
Hello, Garnet.
I'm doing the opposite way. You don't want any sharp angle at all. You want everything to be curved. This way curve, this way curve also. Okay. And then this probably will go down further. Making one curve right here. And then curve the opposite way. And if you need more knowledge on curve line, you can find that homework at tinabo.shop. That's my other page.
Other page?
Mm-hmm.
You mean you have secret accounts? I didn't know that.
Yes. It's a shop page where you can post product and all that. So it's not interfere with the content.
Yeah, I've
On
just
the
now
main page.
accepted your first round of fans. You told me you got stash fans somewhere.
Yes.
Oh,
Always
I
extra.
don't know how comfortable I feel now.
Feel brush is what I'm gonna use. Hi, Rieta, Alessandro. Okay.
I'm gonna get my own damn count thing.
So to fill a brush, I use it so I can paint more flatter. Because sometimes I use the liner brush. It tends to get bulked up really fast, and that might interfere with my killing process. So I use a filler brush so I can make sure it's nice and thin for me.
Thin and even.
Thin and even. The structure of the filler brush is just like the brush that you use in the gel polish bottle. It's flat, but it's a no sharp angle. It's smooth too, flat and smooth, and it's small enough to fill in small little area.
I'm working on dragon Halloween design, but it looks so bad right now. Be patient, be patient.
You have to keep doing over and over and over again. That's why it's homework.
I've seen your stuff. To me, it seems like eventually you get there.
And Dustin have been helping me reposting your stories.
Right. So know this. I make a lot of mistakes and I'm very slow and I get frustrated with it. And then I hit the wrong button sometimes too, so. So if you found something that was disliked that was not intentional, know that we would never dislike it. We would humbly say something like, it's our fault, not yours, or something, but never.
Bless your
never
heart.
would we, yeah, bless your heart for trying or something, but never with full negativity.
I was feeling triangle in triangle today. I was so annoyed. Triangles. You don't want the filler brush for triangle. Triangle have a lot of small edges. The preferred brush for triangle will be the pointy brush, because unlike the filler brush, it's a round type of brush, so it's come to a point, but it's not a liner. It's big, so you can pick up more gels. So with triangle, you want pointy brush to fill in even smaller area. But area like that, I don't want to use pointy brush. I just want to use the filler brush. Now I'm gonna use red chrome. This solid red chrome. I'm gonna use that to chrome this. I'm done with metal effect gel, by the way. Okay. This red chrome. I'm gonna get a shadow applicators, and usually I like the pinkish side more than the white side. I feel the white side is a little scratchy.
The white side scratchy. You know, it wouldn't be two different colors if there wasn't a different abrasion.
Yeah, that's why I noticed it's a little scratchy. Okay, now I'm gonna start color in.
Yeah. I know that red is absolutely beautiful.
Okay. Now I'm going to dust it lightly.
You want to put this up here?
Now the next gel that I'm gonna use, see, I just leave it there. I don't top coat it or anything. The next gel that I'm gonna use is 3D jelly. That's what I'm gonna use. 3D jelly, you have full range of making it as thick as possible.
Full range.
As thick as you want it. You will never encounter any wrinkle problem or anything like that on 3D jelly. So I'm gonna take a pointy brush out. This is the brush I'm using. Pointy brush. Now pick it up like that. I'm gonna place it right here. Play with it a little bit and guide it to about right here and stop. Now what you don't want is you don't want to violate the side of it. can make it as bulky as possible, but only stay inside the perimeter of the nail.
Of the
You don't,
red?
yeah, you don't want to like make the side bulky. Like see the side, you need to keep the side nice and flat.
So stay away from the edge.
Stay away from the edge. You want it to have the illusion of crazy avant-garde bulky, but you don't want to ruin the shape. You want the shape still gonna be nice and coffin. Flash cure, see? I only flash cure for about, I say 3 seconds, and I'm be happy with it.
You know, it seems like red silk that would go inside a coffin for a good old vampire. Ooh, really does.
It feels like blood to me.
Of course it does, honey. Will 3D jelly work with acrylic as well as hard gel?
Oh, will it work well on acrylic and hard gel? Yes, absolutely.
It says work with acrylic.
Yes.
I guess on it, yeah.
You have to be on it.
Yeah.
I thought they say if they can substitute using acrylic. You cannot substitute this using acrylic. Hard gel have to be no white. But yes, it can stay on any.
Be on the edges.
Maybe another one. See, I try to keep the shape very well.
It looks like a smashed Jolly Rancher.
Here it is. It looks juicy.
It's like candy.
Okay, 60 seconds.
Keep on making me blood.
Because, you know, Halloween is coming, so that's an excuse.
Excuse? It's the only time of the year you can leave the body bags in the front yard and no one notices.
Right.
Which I find is our best anti-theft deterrent. Let me tell you from experience, if you can get a hold of some body bags, do, and just throw them in your front yard, people will not break in your house. That and a couple big dogs reassures them of your psychological standpoint.
Oh, that is so sweet. Okay. Now, I'm going to wrap it onto the 3D jelly part with red chrome.
Oh, is it best to work in sections when applying 3D gel?
You don't have to do it every single time, but if you feel like your bead is a little too big and it might drip to the side any second, then you can, it's good if you have a flashlight. Like, let me show you a flash cure light. And yes, you will need to flash cure it to prevent the gel from dripping. That will make your design more beautiful. This is a flash cure that I have. This is a full cure actually, and it's from the Nail Connection. It give up a lot of heat.
Break that out when you want to burn a girl.
Cure this. I mean, brushes, and then now.
Oh, they said they can't hear us. We might have started talking low. Can what am I saying? Well, wait a minute. If I can hear us on that phone, then of course we can hear ourselves.
Of course.
I think
Something wrong with the cameras.
I think it might be something on your end, sweetie.
Okay, mat it. And I will only mat on the red.
Full cure 60 seconds.
I mean on the nude and
Yeah, the internet.
want to get to the red right there.
See if the echo is gone now. No.
Why they don't want to hear? Oh, echo.
Do you?
They don't want to hear. Why they don't
You
want to hear?
can still.
Why they don't want to hear us twice?
Right. So that's the thing is we were striving for repetition.
How old I am? I'm 21. I'm always 21.
Hello, Barbados.
Okay, so this is a
Thank
hi.
you, Sassy Breath.
Hi, Gentilini. Hello. So this is what we start with because I just posted this morning. So I just want to recap on the word effect. So just make sure you know. And then now what I did is that I put matte on all the nude. And then now I take shine and I put on the red. See, shine it. If you have some matte accidentally get on your red, that's fine. But now you're gonna cover it with shine. So this is shine it.
You know, this is great for this look here, but you know what I think would even be, but not completely not for this look at all, but a different look, maybe like a silk night out, you know, like a satin purse type thing. But after you was done with all that, put unicorn chrome on top of it.
Oh, okay.
And give it like a,
That sounds like a cool outfit.
yeah. Mm. They said, thank you so much for coming out today, honey.
Oh, no
You told them?
problem. Yes, I told them. I told them about it.
Oh, I thought you were going to prepare me before that.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
I told them I'm gay.
Well, you just make sure they know that
This is
you're,
my official
you're the gay
coming
one,
out day.
not me.
Okay. So that is shine that I use now. I'm not done yet.
We've been out for 32 minutes.
Because this is so avant-garde. I'm not done. I do like the solid chrome effect. I also like the effect of the 3D gel on top of the chrome. So it's like it magnifying it. So I want that too. So still with the 3D jelly, I'm gonna add a couple of finish touch to change the look entirely. So this is what we have so far.
Actually, the last 3 days, Tito's been working on the kits. So bear
Yes.
with him,
Yeah.
which means I've been neglected. I just sit in the corner quietly with the dogs and the cats.
Yeah.
Patiently waiting.
I mean, with the dog, the cat wouldn't give a fuck. It's hanging out with me on the tables.
I know. Pushes something over whenever it wants you to touch him.
So just a few last finish touch on the 3D jelly. So you can make it as crazy as possible as long as you leave the side alone. See that? You can add it anywhere. You can make it as crazy as possible. But if you violate your side,
Oh, you keep using that word, violate.
it will ruin the shape entirely. That's what happened for people that do avant-garde design, and they're like, oh, it's so easy. Let's just go crazy. But you forgot that if you violate the side, that will make that design mediocre. It will not as pretty as it is. See the side or shortcut. That's what you want. Clear this. Now we're gonna bedazzle it too.
Ooh.
So I'm taking out scarlet crystal.
Now, is that because you're addicted to that kind of stuff? Or you think it needs it? Or
To complete the lips.
I'm pretty sure you put a rhinestone in every set you've ever done. There may be 10 that you didn't. Out of 9 million, it's pretty.
Okay, so this one I'm gonna use scarlet.
Scarlet.
SS 12, S9, 7, and 5.
7, 5, and 9.
Mm-hmm.
Those are called SS's.
Mm-hmm. SS. Now,
You
I'm
mean
gonna
those damn
use
things are
glue.
made over in Germany?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think they could have picked a little better name.
Oh,
Are
yes.
you freaking kidding?
SS.
Jesus
I never
Christ.
noticed it, but that was not,
Yeah,
that what they
that's
call
shit.
Nazi.
Right.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get some crystal and put it in the cuticles.
Well, I know you gotta leave a cat that long. They'd be like, ooh. Cat's inclined to leave her cats for 8 months. Can you imagine?
8 months? For what?
Well, she didn't tell us for what.
Oh.
Probably another cat.
I know,
That's
right?
the only reason you couldn't take the
She
cat.
probably, yeah, she
Right.
probably cheat on her cat. She probably have another cat family somewhere. Secret.
We had a question back time ago. Do you have to go over it twice to make it bulky?
No, you can do it all at once. It just, I don't want it to like corrupt, like collapse and misshape. So I do it like 2 times just to keep the shape refined, but you can go all the way at first if you want to. And if that gives you difficulty, then next time you know what to do, you can just do it twice. All right, so let's move on to the next design.
Fighting the flu.
Ooh.
You gotta do that raw ginger root and make it
Yes.
strong.
Lemon, ginger, and honey.
Do you hate it? Screw everything else. Just keep drinking that shit. And it will cleanse.
Oh, put it right.
And then also, something I started doing is hot pepper. Just take some ghost peppers and shit, make a little tea out of it. That will just clear you right up.
So, this is a set that completely have Gucci sign too. I draw a little Gucci sign in there. Okay, now let's go ahead and learn about this first. See this design. So we're gonna start with a nude nails.
See, honey, you had to ask why'd she leave them. And it says because her mom died. She was sick.
Oh my
right.
God.
See, you got yourself into that shit again.
Oh, I trigger flashback.
God. I apologize for his interrogations. Goodness.
Okay, so I'm using a black gel. I'm using black metal effect, but you can just take any gel pen you like. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad. To Cal, I'm so glad. Okay, thank you. Spanish, no habla español. Habla poquito español.
Don't say you can't speak it with a whole bunch of it.
How can you even habla poquito español?
Don't say you can't speak it with a whole bunch of it.
How can you even understand? And from here, I go out to about here and making a little dot. So from here, I go to the same distance at this one to this one. Okay, get out here, the same distance at this one to this one too. So down here, you do the same. Now, let's connect these together.
I love you, cats and claws. She's like me. Both my parents are passed on, but you know, I found personally, and believe me, I have wonderful parents, wonderful parents.
This life, the only reason for fear and pain and mystery because we carry our body. So when you die, you no longer suffer. I have out of body experience before many times. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. People that die, there's nothing bad happen to them. But the ones that are alive, when they grieve for themselves. We grieve to make ourselves feel better.
Right. And instead
But
of grieving, I chose to, and to this day, and it's been 8 years, and to this day, it's like I'm able to cherish and reflect. There's never a sad moment when I think of
Right.
mom and dad. Never. Haven't cried once.
when you think of them, you have to be happy.
Yeah. And truly.
No one want they to think of you and I'm so miserable. And that's really not for them.
Plus, I don't always want to automatically just say sorry for your loss or anything like that because they may have been waiting on that person to fucking die.
Right.
It might have been someone that's just abusive and miserable.
Right.
And you might have went up there to step on, unplug the thing on accident, kick a cord or step on a hose line. We don't know.
The way I view that is so different.
So I always just say, and how does that make you feel? Oh boy, and you usually get the good dirt then because plus if you come first with sorry for your loss, now they're obligated not to look like a fucked up person and have to say, oh yes, whereas you might get some good shit if you just come with the, how does that make you feel? And be like, finally they're gone.
Yes.
Oh my God, my friends came to my mom's funeral and said, their kids had the greatest time at her funeral because of the music. We
Yes.
see it as a homegoing, try to cheer it up. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, your loved one don't want you to be sad.
And me personally.
But a lot of people looking for that though. A lot of people want to be sad.
Right, they almost use an excuse.
Because it is a reward. Like people come to them, they be like, oh, are you okay? Oh, are you okay? And they love it. And they want that. I have a few clients want to be sad. They don't want to feel better.
No, they do not. They love their toxicity.
Right, they love it. They're like, I suffer from this loss, this horrible. And it's like 20 years ago. And they, so unfortunate to me. Oh. And that's when I usually smack my gum.
Smack your gum.
Yeah, when I have no comments, I just smack my gum.
Oh my God.
I'm like, okay. Now,
So what are we doing now?
I'm just create a platform for the spider web. So now, what I do is I'm gonna take mat and I'm gonna mat it the entire things. It's a finished coat because the detail of the spider, I'm gonna use metal effect gel. And metal effect gel, you doesn't need any top coat. So I'm gonna use that so I don't need to top coat that. Now I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna take mat and I'm gonna apply on this to finish.
Hey baby, you drink a little coconut water when you get free momento?
Yes. Okay, all the way. And then cure this. So it's done, it's finished. Cure.
Yes, Irish have a good way.
What happened?
Oh, they're talking about how the Irish have a good way of putting them out.
Oh, what they do? Put them out?
Memories and laughter and,
The Irish have a good way to put them out.
The Irish mob.
Okay, so I never dip into this like this. It's horrible. I already take it out. Just so I can fully load my brush, you know. I will do that. Maybe roll it a little bit. Or like this. See that? So my brush is getting thinner, but it's loaded with gel in it. So I'm gonna use this to paint the spider web. So I just have to pinpoint the center and then connecting this.
God, those dogs are back there just killing each other. Love it. Well, I'll tell you, Asians have, and then especially Tino, because he's outside of the box in the Asian culture, truly. And I know it's my biggest blessing to have had the opportunity to have someone question every single thought that I have entertained up to this point. And because of our love for each other, we don't think either one of us is right. And then we just kind of put the facts out that led us to believe that. And then he's usually always right, or has a better way of thinking. Which makes me feel good because it's hard to grow. And when you can grow natural like that, oh boy. I mean, you people know, look how he's enhanced your lives. And you guys are nowhere even close. Uh-oh. Oh boy, here they come.
No, the puppies. They have remember that we are in here.
I know, right? Like, hey guys, you remember us? We've been calculating, we understand we've been fed extra today, but we were wondering if we could get a small treat. Not a big one, just a small one, you know. But remember, there's two of us while you're getting them. And they got our numbers, don't they? They really do. So damn cute.
So the middle that gel is shiny. That's why I do it. So it can show up like the contrast in the matte and the shine.
Ooh, man. They're a Lab Mastiff mix. Oh, and they're big. Getting big. Quickly.
Look at this. Now I'm gonna put black crystal on it. So that's contrast. It's all black. Everything is black. But that's contrast to it. That's matte and shine and twinkles.
Twinkles?
Twinkles. Twinkles. So for that, I'm gonna use graphite. Looking for my graphite. Okay.
Grab our cup over there.
This is at S5 and at S7. That's the only two sizes I'm gonna use. Take this out. Let me zoom in so you can see the contrast. See the contrast. Now, I'm gonna take some glue and apply all over this. Make sure I put it in like a checkerboard pattern, which means one dot here, so the other dot it have to be up and down. It's never, I don't want her to put it like on the same line.
Crystal spider? Question mark?
Crystal spider, yeah, there's a life to it.
Feel like it, huh?
Did they ask if
Yes,
I can
yes,
do a crystal
yes.
spider?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a life for it.
No, they were saying maybe there would be one cute on there.
Oh, yes. But you see, if you do anything else to this, it's better be black because that's the beauty of it. Is that it's all black. So if you add even like a white or like before, I try to put a color like rainbow color in the web. It doesn't. it is not as eyes pleasing when it's all black
Okay.
or all white or just one colors.
Okay, we got 2 questions.
Yes.
Weight, what kind of glue?
Glue, I'm using Crystal Magic glue. It's a glue that I'm using on the show in Orlando. It haven't available on the website yet. So to you guys, it's still a secret.
See,
Um,
you didn't see it.
But I recommend you now. If you're looking for the really good glue, Jenny Secret glue is the best glue. It's so good that there is an issue to it because it's in the bottle with a brush lid. The lids tend to stuck to the bottle because it's so good. How you can fix that issue is that you should cut the brush so it's thinner so it don't get stuck to the bottle. But the glue that I'm using is in the bottles. It's in a squeeze bottle. So you can just take it out and squeeze it out. You don't have to dip in and brush it. But I haven't come out with it yet. Okay.
I think it's a great question from Coco Bunny.
What's that?
So size S is small and M is big.
No.
In the stones.
No. SS is what Swarovski have used, and it have been followed by many crystal companies. SS means size. So if you want to buy size 5, you tell them SS5. If you want to buy size 7, you tell them SS7. They don't use small, medium because there's so many size in crystal, literally in the hundreds. And for crystal on nails, the recommended size is SS5, SS7, SS9, SS12, SS16. If you want more, you can have SS20, but anything bigger will be too big for nail, unless that's what you're going for. Right. It's big chunky nails. So that's what you want is a SS. That's what you call it. It's a lingo. You have to know crystal lingo because once you deal with crystal, there's size, different sizes, there's different shape, the different colors. So you have to know crystal lingo to be able to know how to order crystal. Now I'm gonna do a pink pumpkin in here. Pink and coral.
Pink and coral?
Mm-hmm. See the background? I'm gonna put one coat of shiny just to block any pigment out.
Don't worry, Lizzie, you can
Rewind it.
rewind it.
Okay, so this is to prevent any pigment from sticking at all. Because I'm gonna make a pigment design, so I don't want the background to interfere with it.
He uses blue dots for the.
Yes. You go on Amazon and click on glue dots, and a whole bunch will appear. It's really good. It's just for shipping. It's really good.
What size are the red ones and the black ones that you had just used?
Okay, so the red one, the big one in here is SS12. That's right in the middle. That's not too small, not too big. And then the two sides on the side is SS7 and SS5. So 975. The black is just 7 and 5.
Good job, Moochie. She was paying attention. And she knows her stone. Ooh. Rhinestone girl.
Okay, now you take a white polish, and I'm gonna come out with a white polish that are perfect for pigment. A polish that you can apply pigment on it and be nice and smooth and dry. I already put in order yesterday. We're making on it. Expect 2 months, we're gonna have crazy new products. And I'm talking like a lot of different products.
Don't get them excited. Wait till you got it, because they're going to be asking about it and stuff, and then you're going to get all stressed out and shit. And
okay. Now, I'm gonna take Snow Eyes white polish, and I'm gonna apply it on the palette, just like that.
Calling up the captain and shit. Where's our damn stuff?
Okay, so I'm gonna use a pointy brush this is what you want. Pick up some white polish. And let's do a circles.
I feel like when you do that, you should be like,
Painted the circle.
Or maybe you could.
Now this, I don't care what brush I'm using for this because it's gel polish. The ability cell level is astonishing in gel polish. You just need the correct brush.
So just whatever you.
Yeah.
So the goal is to get it all even. It's going to do it itself.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna do itself.
Okay.
So from the middle, you make one little bolt up, and then from this side, another little bolt like this.
Oh, honey, you got everybody too damn excited. They're like, y'all want to know what? I mean, several. See, God.
Because I don't know. It's gonna. I want it to.
What if the boat crashes?
I want to cat. I
What
want
if
it.
they're over there mixing chemicals?
Kill
Boom,
this.
major factories, and we can't get it. Then we're just gonna,
I want it to catch Christmas, but I'm not in a hurry for anything. I want perfection. So when I design a product, I take all my time because I want to make sure it's catch all the little quality in that little special effect that I can use for later. I tell you about the black and white polish. So the black right now is no white, and the white polish is called pigment base. So I'm gonna call it the black shadow, and then the white is I'm gonna call it pigment base. And they can use for doing design too, using pigment, or you can apply it on and then ombre it without matte top coat or anything like that. But there is about 15 different products. Okay, so I have this. Now I already blocked pigment from the background. Now what I do is I just take a pigment brush and apply pink and coral to it. Pigment brush and paper towel. Okay, now I'm gonna take pink out. So I'm gonna choose a bright, semi-bright pink.
They said you should do Mickey and Money Mouse.
And Money Mouse or Minnie.
Yeah, well, they wrote. I'm pretty sure it's Money. It's Scrooge's McDuck's daughter.
Okay, now I'm gonna take this and fade it down.
There was a time when Mickey wasn't so faithful, and he went for Money McDuck. So you don't remember DuckTales or any of the old, follow up on the whole.
I planned it to do Powerpuff Girl, but
So you got all these millions of new cartoons. I'm kind of stuck with the old Tom and Jerry shit, and you got like handful. I watched cartoons back in the days when they had 3 channels.
I love Tom and Jerry. Okay, now I'm gonna take coral. That's it on here. So it's not like just pink. It has a little illusion to it.
Does your gel polish air dry?
Gel polish. No. Gel polish.
Actually, technically it could. It could. You will have to do your nails outside at high noon.
It's not in anything that air dry should not be called gel. Don't let them trick you into it.
I'm telling you, the high noon gel polish will work. It will work. For those who can't afford UV lights.
You need a light. You
just do your shit poolside, that's all.
Don't do air dry thing because you cannot control it. You can't control the timing. I hate nail polish. Hear this?
Gel polish came around the right time. Were getting big and everybody had more things to do with their hands. Were getting big. Everybody had more things to do with their hands and mess up a nail set. Is that how you can pigment on top so quickly, or do you cure it for a few seconds?
I'm gonna apply matte all over this.